because they're taking over. I mean, they're changing the entrance music, they're putting on their guys. It's pretty much the main event of three WWE superstars and one AAA superstar, and that's just how it's gonna be. AAA has the rights to change everything, and I mean, if Mexico's Lucha Libre company really wants to grow, then they have to just take in the production value and continue from there. All of you wondering why Vikingo is so hated? Yes, El Hijo del Vikingo is hated because he's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be Alberto el Patron, with the best entrance music, with the ojo que todo ve. It made perfect sense, but WWE comes in there and they're don't appreciate Alberto. They don't want him around. They know that the history behind him is kind of scarce and they are willing to push him out of the company. Now everybody is like, okay, we're being forced to follow your guys. We're being forced to have all these things. Look at what happened at Legado del Fantasma, picking up Los Garza, picking up the titles. I mean, they're taking over AAA, and how can we affect that? How can we be mad about it? I mean, they took over TNA pretty much, and they made it a similar brand to NXT. NXT, TNA. That seems like a little subcategory. Everybody wants to go up to the WWE, but now the WWE seems to be building up another major brand. AAA was already a major brand, but now with the production value, with what we saw from Triple Mania, it comes to show us that they're not afraid to pull out some new things. Welcome to Ringside Riffs. My name's Andres, and let's just jump into everything that the WWE has been doing in terms of changing and adjusting. Right now, we just tuned in to Raw. We just finished up Triple Mania, and we're here heading in over to Worlds Collide again. We're gonna go to Clash at Paris. We got a few things coming up on the schedule, but let's make sure we know exactly what the WWE wants us to know right now with everything going on. One thing is for certain, Dominic Mysterio is getting his push. Yes, he's the Intercontinental title holder on Raw. He's the WWE bad guy, Dirty Dom. He is booed but being cheered. But now on AAA, we have the person getting that title shot against El Hijo del Vikingo. Maybe it's not everybody's favorite. Maybe for you, he was your favorite. An acrobatic, great personality, great entrance, and he is a baby face. Now, people wanted Alberto el Patron, and that is just how it is. He had one of the best entrance songs. Everybody for El Patron, and that is how it goes. But he is kicked out pretty much of AAA, and it just comes to show it is all what it has to be. They are fighting for supremacy in Mexico. CMLL and AEW continue to do stuff over there, continue to build up shows. They continue to put their mark, and if WWE wasn't going to step in, someone was going to take out AAA. It's just how it goes in business. If they weren't willing to adjust and grow, they were going to end up being passed over by the competition. Now, it's just kind of hurtful to see how many changes they did have to do. It used to be so great to see those copyright free music be in the entrances of superstars such as La Parca with Thriller Michael Jackson, but it's all taken away now. Of course, WWE putting in their little hands of production, making sure that they can get as much money from YouTube and any other type of revenue, since they are not going to be wanting to get that copyright strike. And it just comes to show you that's just the mentality of a global corporation that just AAA didn't have. AAA needed to have some type of structure. Yes, they have the gimmicks, they have the storylines, they have the history, the titles, and everything, but what do they have other than that? It's just a Mexico-centered based lucha libre company that could have a long time ago exploded globally to be a top competitor, just like Japan's pro wrestling, just like Ring of Honor, and everything else that we used to see back in the day. Now it had to come to a conclusion that WWE had to buy them out. And it's not to say that things are all bad. Yes, we got to see a lot of mixed fixtures into the superstars. And now even El Hijo del Vikingo is on Raw. He made his little interference. He's there making sure that we're all going to be selling tickets for Worlds Collide coming up in September. I mean, it's pretty much 3 weeks away or whatever, and we have to take in consideration storylines are building up quick. Hijo del Vikingo is already established as a babyface, but since the WWE knows that they've been pushing him on, could they be giving Dominic Mysterio the title? Let me know if you would like to see Dominic Mysterio as the AAA Mega Campeón champion, or if you think he will end up losing and AAA would just continue to be a little bit more separate in that sense. Now, those guys that do have the titles, I hope they do give it over. We know last time the Psycho Clowns picked it up. I don't know if they're gonna get a type of rematch. I don't know exactly how the storylines end up going over there, but it just comes to show you that when the WWE production is involved, they're giving their people the titles, they're changing the music, they're changing the gimmicks a bit because they don't want those copyright infringement things going on. Sadly, Alberto el Patron was kicked out. Alberto is nowhere to be seen. The red eye is now pretty much something that's not gonna be a gimmick anymore, and we'll have to see what happens in AAA, of course, with the way that it feels. It's like a Roman Reigns back in the day. Everybody's mentioned that, but it's true. It's because the WWE continues to push their guy. Sometimes it feels forced, sometimes it happens naturally. Look at Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is someone who we all now want to just continue to see. We know he's being kind of pushed. We know he's part of the Steiner family. We know he has an upcoming feud with Roman Reigns. We know that they keep on building that. Whatever we saw, the man fears the spear. Yes, it's an exciting thing. And even though they might be the chosen one, he might have been just like Roman Reigns back in the day. Now he's getting onto this character. Now he is the dog, and it's actually making sense. We actually want to see these fights, even though they were predictable. We've been talking about a Roman Reigns versus a Braun Breaker for a long time. Finally, they seem to be pulling the trigger. They seem to be inching closer to this type of match. The Oracle is now the Vision. The Oracle is just a monocule for Paul Heyman, and that's it. He's no longer the wise man. He's got to be called the Oracle, and the whole group itself is recalled as the Vision. And I think it's an okay statement. I mean, I don't really know what happened behind the scenes and how they continue to change and flip and over the names, but it's just good to see Seth freaking Rollins continue to get those pushes. His men, Braun Breaker now with Roman Reigns, Bronson Reed against Roman Reigns. I mean, that's just a great way to elevate these two people into main event status, into main event contenderships. Now, whatever happens with that title, we do know we have, of course, Jey Uso, we have CM Punk, we have LA Knight, we have Seth freaking Rollins. Is it too early to take away the title from Seth freaking Rollins? It just comes to show you. It's like the same sentimental over at AAA. Is it too early to take away the title away from King Vikingo and give it over to Dominic Mysterio? I mean, El Hijo del Vikingo, he was pretty much champion for over 800 days, relinquished the title because of an injury, got the title again, and he hasn't lost it. That's just the Roman Reigns similarities are there. And if you don't want to pay attention, you gotta keep on tuning in. You gotta keep on watching. Leave a comment. Let me know exactly what you're missing out on AAA, and I'll try to fill you in as much as possible because the similarities are there. Now Roman Reigns, a little bit more mature, a little bit older. He doesn't need pretty much the titles. We already respect him. He's a Hall of Famer in his own right. We're looking at him, and he's pretty much elevating other people, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and everybody else. He's doing a great job. He'll continue to rise up these other people, and let me know exactly how you felt about now the involvement. We keep on seeing it. We saw how NXT and TNA is super entangled, super involved. They have their titles. We're picking up that title. Oh my God, this superstar's appearing. Now the same thing is happening with these mega corporations. We have AAA superstars appearing. We have World Collide again happening soon. Triple Mania was produced by WWE, and they're it seems to be a lot of things coming up. Hopefully for the good. Hopefully gimmicks don't have to be changed. Music doesn't continue to be infringed. And of course, people like Mr. Iguana can continue to rise up, because those are the type of things that Mexico had that just needs a refreshment over here in the United States. Needs a little bit of eyes to be open, and it's good to see that it's just a way to elevate the production, and it's a way that maybe one day all of global wrestling is going to continue to be evolving because of how we keep on rising up talent, we keep on rising up production, and it comes to show. Let me know what you thought about Raw. Leave a comment down below. We'll be watching SmackDown. Thank you for watching.